Now actually this is the salted egg chicken rice, which we heard it was so nice that a lot of people actually come here to queue for it. I decided to get my partner to try. Now actually this is the salted egg chicken rice, which we heard it was so nice that a lot of people actually come here to queue for it. I decided to get my partner to try, so at least I can have some rest in between. Hopefully he like it. I think he will like it, definitely. Yeah.
This looks good. From simlimsquare. Wow, the salted egg. Let me taste. Something is quite good. Wow, the taste is quite nice. With the salted egg. Let me try. With the salt and the rice, quite good. I think I will try the pastries. I think it will look quite good. Oh, I think the meat is also quite not bad. Quite juicy. Let me enjoy my egg. Wow, I think not bad with the sauce. Oh, I think quite good, quite good. Can try, can make a try. Wow, almost choked. Eat until so nice. But I think I still prefer to enjoy the meal first. Wow, I'm ready to drink. Let me drink. After so much rice, I drink some water. It's so refresh. Wow, I really feel like eating up everything, man. Tasty, quite good. I think quite not bad lah if you are eating for this with the sauce. But I think the sauce is not a lot lah. That's the wasted part. The wasting part is I think only the sauce lah. It's so little. They only now left the meat. See, thirsty. think you all can give a try. It's not bad.
Oh, right. Now we actually just beside this stall, which actually we have eaten the chicken rice. And then we also find that the other stalls are doing quite well as well. Yep. And we obviously come to Killiney, which is quite nice.
Oh, there's also a unique cafe. It's over here. Wow. Can also enjoy having a cafe after the food.
This is Rochor. We are finally at this destination. It looks like there's a lot of people inside, but I think we can still manage to squeeze through. Hopefully there's still some seats for us in spite of such a nice condition.
Okay, we have come to this famous hawker chan, which we heard is actually a Michelin chicken rice. It was actually based on the principle of the soya sauce chicken rice, which actually a lot of people might not know that chicken rice is not just consisting of the roasted version and also the so-called boiled version, but rather there's also this soya sauce, which actually is less well known, but in its own rice actually is as good as the other kind of chicken rice as well. If you can taste how they actually prepare it, right, it's actually in a very consistent manner where you can taste almost the cucumber in its freshness, and it's actually very crunchy, honestly. The rice itself is actually made out of very fragrant rice that's I guess it's a Thai rice. When you bite into it, the Thai rice actually have a lot of aroma coming out from it. Yeah. But it also has a bit of the Japanese style rice, which I felt it was a bit hard to get it by cooking from the Thai rice, which is a proof of how well they cook their rice. Given that it's not easy to cook until to that texture using the Thai rice itself. Yes. Of course, the sauce makes a lot of difference for it as well, because without the sauce, this whole dish itself wouldn't be complete. This dish itself, right, the sauce is actually a very important ingredient in terms of the whole dish itself. You can't go wrong with the sauce. I would say the only pitiful thing that I find is out of this is probably in the sauce that's a bit of lacking. If they have probably put in more sauce, I would have preferred that. Yeah, I actually tend towards the more saucy kind of person, yes. But the chicken is nice, honestly. If you actually bite into the chicken, you can feel the juiciness and the so-called the well marinated taste of the chicken itself. That is, I would say, it takes time to boil until to such an extent where the chicken really becomes soft and tender and not hard like some, when actually they overcook the chicken, it becomes very hard. This is actually quite well done. If let's say in terms of the score, I'll probably give it about 4 out of 5. Yes, because it's really that good. Trust me, if you come here and try this chicken rice, at least it wouldn't be a forgetful experience for you. Wow, I'm really hungry. Give me some time to savor all the flavor, This flavor is really nice. Wow, the juiciness of the chicken still runs in my mouth. Well, the thing about this soy sauce chicken rice, I also heard from some of my friends who actually have origin in this. They say that it's somewhere along the Teochew style of the chicken rice, where it's more towards the braised, marinated kind of style instead of the fried like the Hong Kong style. or I should say it's more of the Cantonese style that is the so-called fried or even roasted. Yeah, you wouldn't taste so much of the oil in this because this is actually well marinated, and the sauce really blends in well into the chicken. I think they take care to actually make the chicken not so oily as to prevent customer from, especially the health conscious Singaporeans, from being evasive of this food. Yes, so even people who are watching on their diet, they should come to try this dish as well, because this dish itself is not that oily, which is also good for people who are very health conscious. Plus, well, it's in the center of Chinatown, so you can't go wrong. And not just Chinatown, they also have a few branches elsewhere. But I would say I'll still prefer the Chinatown one because it's considered the most central to me, and it's also aircon as well. I mean, there's so much about this dish that I could say, but then the thing is, the food is really making me mouth watering all the way. My partners also got a bit hungry from watching me eating it already. The thing is, this kind of chicken rice is not well known as compared to the other type of chicken rice. I mean, if you look at most of the hawker centers around us or even coffee shops, they usually just sell the roasted kind or the so-called boiled version, but seldom they'll come with this kind of the soya sauce chicken rice. It's a less well known, but I would say it's good. It's good in its own right. A lot of people might actually find this chicken rice also pleasing to them, especially I saw a lot of foreigners inside the shop as well. So this is not just a taste for the Singaporean. I believe even foreigners, our friends from overseas, will also appreciate this dish very much. Yeah, I got a friend who is from California who told me about this dish. He said that it actually tastes even better than the one they have in their home country. Well, California is not bad, but I believe, well, Asian food is still naturally best at where it comes from, right? Yes.
So after eating the Michelin chicken rice, right, I also have looked at other foods around the area, and I find that the food looks quite good around here, especially the curry fish head, which seems to be actually enticing my appetite again, even though I just had my chicken rice. The pastry here also looks quite nice. So after eating my chicken rice, I decided to drop by and have an extra snack of my own as well. And well, look, there's nice offer now. And wow, gorgeous food, man. I bet if you eat this, you will never have enough of it. So nice, man. After looking at the 8 tarts just now, I also thought that having a nice look at this mutton shop. Yeah, it looks quite nice. All the lamb chops and stuff like that. Looks really appetizing, right? I also feel the same. My hungry stomach is stinging again, man. Yeah. So maybe I'll just have mutton along the way. And they still have VIP room and
this video is going to show you how to make a famous dish called Hainan chicken, sometimes called chicken and rice. It's essentially really simple. What you really need is a fresh whole chicken. You're going to start out by cleaning the chicken really well. In the meantime, have a large pot of water on high heat boiling. You're going to start off by cleaning the chicken really well. The thing about Hainan chicken is that it's fresh chicken. You can buy them at Asian markets, but the whole chicken at the local Rouse or the freezer section just isn't going to cut it. Since it's so fresh, it may have bits of feathers left that you'll want to scrape and pick off. You'll also want to remove the head, legs, and as much fat as possible. Chicken can be very fatty, and it's easy to remove if you take the time. Remember, you don't want to skip out on cleaning because you're going to be cooking it in its own juices. After the initial scraping, take some salt and rub it all over the insides and outside of the chicken. Salt is a natural cleaning agent and has a little abrasion to help. You can also cut up a lime and rub it all over the chicken. This helps with the cleansing process since there's citric acid in the juice. Finally, once you're done scrubbing, rubbing, and cleaning the chicken, pour boiling hot water over it and rinse out all the excess fat, skin, salt, and lime. You'll notice that this process makes the chicken skin really soft and smooth. Now we can place the whole chicken into the boiling pot of water and cover it with the top for about 20 minutes. It should be on medium heat. After the 20 minutes, flip the chicken over and cook for another 15. My grandma was actually pretty bummed because she tore the skin of the chicken. Once it's done cooking, all you have to do is pat a little bit of salt onto the chicken for flavor. Try not to use too much, you can always add more salt. The second part to this dish is the rice, which is equally delicious. You're going to measure out however much rice you want, we used about 2 cups here, and wash it out. Eventually, you're going to be taking this white jasmine rice and cooking it in the chicken broth to get that great flavor. Using a stainless steel pan, heat some cooking oil on high heat. Lower the heat to medium, as you don't want to burn the garlic when you add it in. Before it gets too brown, add in finely grated ginger and then fry the mix until golden. At this point, add in the uncooked rice and fry for a few minutes. You can also add a little bit of salt into the mix. When ready, add in some of the chicken broth and simmer on low heat. Cooking the rice this way allows the flavor of the chicken to also go into the rice, which is a big part of the meal. After a few minutes that the rice has been allowed to soak in the chicken broth, put it into the rice cooker and add more hot water or chicken broth as needed. Now just set the rice and wait for it to be done. I came to fall in love with Hainan chicken, or more commonly known as chicken rice, when I was studying abroad in Singapore. While you're waiting for the rice to cook, it's the perfect time to make the sauce that goes with it. It's super simple, and it consists of ginger, garlic, lime juice, rice vinegar, and sugar. First, mince up or crush the garlic. You're going to want to finely grate your ginger. Add a little salt. A few dashes of rice vinegar. Squeeze in some lime juice. And last but not least, a big spoonful of sugar. It's really sour with all that lime juice and vinegar. Yay, it's time to check on the rice. It smells so good. With the chicken cut up and prepared, all you have to do now is sprinkle on some sliced green onions and cilantro on top. You can also use a mix where you add in some of the sauce with the sriracha. It makes it spicier. Bon appetit! I hope you guys enjoy one of my favorite dishes. Good luck and happy eatings!